Hello again and welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. I'm outside yet again. It's not as hot as the last few days, but it's not raining, thankfully. It's pleasant. I've come outside to do my weekly album review. I think this is episode 9 of my weekly album reviews. So I've got 8 albums listened to this week. I think I listened to a couple more as well, but don't really want to talk about those. The first one I listened to is Infanteria Patriarch. Was recommended this. I'd actually listened to a song already as well. They're an interesting band from South Africa. They play pretty decent thrash metal, but the main problem with this one is the vocalist. He's too much of a chameleon. He switches between cleans, screams, growls. I don't know. I just can't get a handle on his vocals. Plus the songs are not all that either. They're not really drawing me in. It's not bad. The production is nice. It's pretty decent. But my rating for that is 6.5 out of 10. Possibly a 7, but go for 6.5. It's not, just not quite doing it for me. But it wasn't bad. Second album for this week is Drive at Night, Echoes of an Era, throwback 80s style melodic rock band, very much paying homage to the 80s. Very good music, but unfortunately the singer just lets the side down. He's just an okay, barely okay average singer. He's just not floating my boat. His tone is, I don't know, he's just not the kind of tone I'm looking for. But the music is fun. I mean, it's just throwback 80s style melodic rock, so I enjoy the music. 7.5 out of 10 for Drive at Night. Third album is Iconic, Second Skin. Iconic is a supergroup project on Frontiers. Nathan James, a few other guys, lots of big names. The album is good. It's heavy. I was actually listening to it just before I started doing this video. It's sort of melodic, it's heavy. Nathan is a great singer. I absolutely love Nathan in his own band, Inglorious. I actually had very, very high hopes for this album, and I'm not sure they're completely fulfilled. The songwriting seems just good, not amazing. Nathan is a great singer. The soloing is great, obviously. It's super good. I forget the guitarist's name. He's just popped out of my head. It's just popped out of my head. Whatever, that guy. It's a good album. I wanted to give it higher, but I can only still go for 7.5 out of 10 for Iconic. But I'm slightly disappointed. I expected more, I must admit. Fourth album, I reviewed it. It's Tungsten Bliss. I gave it 8 out of 10 yesterday. Yeah, it's an enjoyable album. I'm not going to talk too much more about that. It's a good album. Very good, in fact. Fifth album I'm going to talk about is Vipera, Eat Your Heart Out. Another 80s fixated metal band this time. Sort of melodic metal rather than rock, like Drive at Night, which is more rock. But this one is sort of like fixated with sort of more metallic 80s, but still very melodic. The thing that holds this band back again is the vocals. The vocalist is good. He's not bad, but he's just not wowing me. I expect to be wowed, and I'm not wowed. He's just decent. I gave Vipera 7.5 out of 10, but I could raise it to an 8 if I'm being generous. Okay, sixth album is Civil War and Invaders. Civil War is the Sabaton spin-off band. When Sabaton split up, Civil War came around. They've had a couple of singers now. This album is good. It's solid. It's heavy. It's a bit heavier than Sabaton. It's not as melodic or memorable as Sabaton, but it is good. It's solid. There's one song which I absolutely love is Dead Man's Glory. I absolutely love that song. It's an awesome song. I give Civil War a solid 8 out of 10. It's a solid album. It's really enjoyable. Next two albums I've reviewed: Seven Kingdoms, I reviewed a couple of days ago. Zenith. I gave it 8 out of 10, but I listened again and I want to even increase it half a point. So I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. It's really good album, really enjoyable power metal. But the album of the week is Jornlander and of course Over the Horizon Radar. I gave it 9 out of 10. I'll stick with the 9 out of 10. It's really enjoyable, really good. It's Jorn. It's good stuff. You can't beat a bit of Jorn. Okay, that was my albums of the week review. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned, of course.